And we are live here on Plus One EXP's Roll for Content channel. My name is Tony Vicente. I'm Chief Alchemist here at Plus One EXP, which is a weird little brand that multi-classes in tabletop game design, beard, and skincare alchemy in the Bardic College of Content Creation. Our hope and desire is to help amazing designers find great players who love their games, and amazing players find great designers whose games they can love. We do that in a lot of different ways, but the most fun way is just sitting down with those creators to play their games. Normally I introduce the creator first, but I think we're going to do it last because our creator, I think, is going to have a little bit more of an appearance than some other things. But today we're going to be playing StoryMaster's Tales. We've got a couple great players. Let's meet them first before we meet our Story Master today. Coming back to the stream again, one of my favorite people and one of the most traditional witch hats you could possibly find is Sarah. Sarah, why don't you tell people who you are, what you do, where they can find you online?
Hi, hello. I am Sarah Franco. I do a variety of tabletop role-playing game content here on this channel and across several amazing communities. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, all the places at Osara X Franco. I am feeling rather witchy today. It's been a magical week. I'm ready to play some TTRPG.
It was an excellent mug, Seth. I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Then joining us for the first time, because this is an all ages, kid friendly game. We have one of my favorite kids, top 3 in my household out of 4. What am I, Joe and B? Why don't you tell people who you are, what you do? Don't tell them where to find you online. Don't let these weirdos know that.
Right.
Hi, I'm B. I mostly just do drawings all day. I don't do much. Do drawings, watch TV, and then this morning I sewed a lot.
There we go. You did make a pretty amazing creation this morning. Yeah. Maybe we'll be able to feature it on stream a little bit later.
I took of it.
You got it right there? You want to showcase it?
I don't have it with me, but I have a picture.
Oh, I thought you were going to reach down and pull it out from
yeah,
look at the anticipation Sarah had right
I wish I brought it up. Like, I was thinking about having it just like in the background, but I don't have it with me. Sadly.
Awesome. Well, maybe we can get Elijah to bring it up later. And thanks to Elijah, one of my other favorite children, for the use of his streaming studio for this broadcast also too. With that said, we are going to go ahead and I think meet our Story Master. Let me bring them up big on the screen and let them introduce themselves.
Yeah, hello there. Oh, it's so delightful to see some friendly faces. I was just staring in here, and I can see some a flame color. Goodness me, is that you? A flame of hair, or is that your hat? Oh, we seem to have a pirate with us as well. Well, welcome. My name is Professor Quasimore, but I do also go as the name of the Story Master. Now, I hope we have some adventurers here, do we?
We do. We have 3 adventurers here ready to check out Story Master's Tales.
I'm very excited to meet you all. Now, of course, you do need to find a character, and you have several to choose from. And we're going to be reading from this one here. Exciting. Is that back to front?
This is correct. The movie was backwards. The book is correct, though. You're good.
Oh, yes, the book is always correct, I'm afraid. But yes, absolutely. Now, this is all you need. Everything is in here for an amazing adventure in my world. Of course, I am in the Wizard's Tower, which is part of the Wedding Wood. Now, for those who... don't take this the wrong way. The pirate, you might not even see us. You'll be blundering through the woodland trying to find us. But if you have magical sight, magic craft, you could say us, and you won't walk and bump your nose, which is excellent. So I suspect our witch here, and I'm not quite sure what you're going to be yet, but we'll find out now. So you get to choose. You might have chosen already, because I did send you this before by some magical portal. You get to choose between being a rogue, a wizard, a soldier, a red cap, a prince or princess, a witch, a huntsman, a monk, a pirate, a thief. There's more. A scientist, Highlander, a wise woman, or lost children. So let's have a little look. The one with the hat. Yes, what you'd like to be. Yes, you.
I will be playing a witch today, I
Witch,
believe.
okay, let me tell you all about you. Now, do you have a scribe and quill or a parchment or...
I absolutely do.
tome?
I'm the fastest
Excellent.
note taker around.
Oh, good. Okay, right. You are a witch, yes?
Hmm.
Are you a goodly witch?
I mean, I think that depends. Most of the time, yes. Unless I'm stuck in traffic, and then no.
Well, this might explain this then. Shunned by most people, but known to a select few as a great healer. Your knowledge of nature and mysticism has been handed down to you by every woman in your family. Now, your special skill is you have natural healing abilities. You can rest for 1 round without action, like meditating, that kind of thing, and restore health points equal to your magic craft. So, now if you are healing someone else, it's nice if they sit with you and perhaps hold your hand tenderly. You could be humming or singing. It's up to you. Now, your fighting skill, there are only a few attributes to lay down. We have fighting skill, only 2, I'm afraid. You might be able to bump that up. Your magic craft is 4.
Excellent.
Yes, I'd be impressed too. Your fortune, don't let the others be jealous, is 5. It's higher than most. Your health is 8, and your gold is 10.
Excellent.
Which is rubbish, but don't let that worry you.
Oh.
Right, so, what would you like to be, flame-headed one?
I'm going to be playing a scientist.
A scientist. Oh, skeptics. I'm not sure I like scientists here. You wouldn't see this tower. You'd be bumbling around for ages. Fascinating. You love the world and how it's constructed. Know that all things are made from the beautiful, intricate balance of mathematics, physics, and the laws of motion. You have a perfectly scientific reasoning for everything that happens. Know it all. Magic and fairies. Let me explain what they really are to these idiots. Yes, I'm not sure I agree with this description, but it seems to be running through your head. Now, your special skill is you do not have magic craft. Oh, no. Instead, you can cross that out. Just cross it right out. Write out magic craft and write science in bold letters. Now, you will use it in the same way, of course, because it's the same thing, but look very smug when using it. It'll also, every 5 rounds, you'll be able to make a bomb. Yes, a giant bomb that will do 3 health point damage. You can only, however, carry 1 bomb at a time. Okay, to keep a note on that, we won't write too much about rounds in this, because I think we're doing a speed adventure, which is one of my favorite types of things to do. Now, your fighting skill is 2. Bit like the witch. Utterly rubbish. Your science is 5. Impressive, yes. Your fortune is 4. Your health is 8. Are you writing this down?
Yeah.
You've written it down already? Very good. You're one of these people to write without looking. That's extraordinary. Your gold is 50.
Oh, snap. 10 really is rubbish.
No, just wait till we get to the pirate. Right. Are you a pirate, sir?
I am a pirate.
I don't know what made me believe that. Yes, thanks for dressing up. You look very much the part. Now, life at sea is all you've known since you were a boy, feared by many in the Caribbean. Now you're back on the land from which you were taken. As you've made your life by the sword and plundering of the high seas, these landlubbers should be no problem for you. Now you have treasure maps that lead you to gold hidden around this kingdom, hidden by your old shipmates. Very helpful. You could visit these locations and survive 1 round. You will get, don't get jealous, 100 gold coins. Yes, indeed. Yes, that is a fine amount. Now, you do start with 50, by the way. Now, do you want to see where it might be so you can take a little look around? I have my little box here. You may need something like this. It is a 4-sided dice. Do you all have one of those?
Yep.
Excellent. Pirate, do you have a piratey name?
Yeah, my name is Long Whiskers.
One whistle. Could you change your names to your character names, please?
That is
also
hard to do on Google Meet.
Okay, I will try. I will just call you Witch, Scientist, Heretic, and also Pirate. I think that's
good.
the easiest. Okay, so roll your fate. This is a dice. You roll it once and see what happens.
I got a 1.
I got a 2.
One. It's only for the pirate. Only for the pirate. You don't
Oh,
get
for the
treasure. I'm
pirate.
sorry.
Oh man.
Okay, if pirate, if you
Nice
find,
try.
don't let the others hear. If you find the graveyard, and stay there, you'll find gold there.
No one go in the graveyard.
No,
It's very dangerous.
dangerous place indeed. Okay, now your fighting skill is 4. Very impressive. Your magic craft is 2. Pathetic. Your fortune is 4. And your health, oh, so burly, 12. And as previously mentioned, your gold is 50. Now, I have a little map down here that I'm going to create. You cannot see it, not for the moment. But I have some lovely shiny tokens. Now, what color would you like to be? I have a clear one, a red one. Do you mind if the flame-headed one is red?
Sounds
That's
Very
great.
easy to
okay.
remember. Do you have green hair?
I do.
You could be green. So that means our pirate can be yellow for gold or clear as your beautiful grey beard.
I think we'll go with clear since we're stuck with the hair theme.
Definitely. Excellent. Good idea. Right. Now, you have a choice of adventures. Yes, I know we have very little preparation that is needed for this game. So I'm going to give you a choice. I will let you jump in if you go, cool, that sounds good. Right, you can play The Revenge of the Shadow King, The Children of the Wading Woods, Night of the Blood Wolf, The Road to Riches, Legacy of the Hood, Curse of the Scarlet Sorcerer, Prophecy of the Dragon, The Wizard's Challenge. I don't think the scientists will be up for that. Or The Caverns of Fear.
I mean, the road to fortune as a pirate sounds great to me, but also, what was the one about? Was there a Scarlet Sorcerer in there?
Yeah.
That one does sound very interesting.
My nemesis. I hate him. Yes, do you want to do that one? Good idea. Listen up while I tell you a story. You're called into the Wizard's Tower on an urgent mission. From me, I say. Upon entering, you're greeted by the kindly face of Professor Quasimore. That's me also. Ha! I sit you down in the vast library and confide in you my worries. Thank you so much for coming. Something terrible has happened. As you may know, many years ago, there's a great battle between good and evil. The great evil was, of course, the Shadow King and his twisted minions. And the good was, of course, us and the Fae. It seems his loyal servant, a twisted man known as the Scarlet Sorcerer, has returned. We thought him vanquished, like his master. But he's back to aid the Shadow King's return. Please, you must stop him. Take this 50 gold each, and a reward. I will give you something on your journey. Yes? Now, you must stop him, and then come back here if you can. Now, for you, I will give you the gift of a crystal ball, which now you have the chance to see into the future with this mystical device. You look at the top 4 areas, like 4 areas you have not visited, and I will tell you what is there. That is yours, right? Crystal ball. If you want to use it, let me know. Now, oh, this is a lovely item for our scientists, but I believe, they will not believe it works. Maybe they will. This strange item would twist your might into magic. Or science, as you might call it. Yes, you might not believe it. Your science training will become your strength, and your strength will become your science training. Yes, you can swap them round, but you can only do that twice a day. It is called the Druid Staff. And for you, my pirate friend, I have given you a pony.
That's what I've always
a very
wanted.
small pony, I'm afraid. Okay. He only has short legs. This little fellow will certainly speed you up. Oh, yes, you can travel one extra space than normal. And try to ignore everyone laughing at you as you do. Right. Okay, so you can start off in two places. You can start off at the Crow's Nest Inn or with the Trader. Always a good place to start in a tavern, isn't it? So, where would you like to start? You can all travel together if you wish, or you can start off in separate locations.
It was the Crow's Nest Inn, and what was the other one?
The Trader. Now, I must say the Trader does tend to hang out next door, literally right next door, in the room next door to the Crow's Nest Inn. To be quite honestly, I think he just lives there. But yes, I mean, he's a good fellow. His name's John Swede. He has been known to have information, but also some items. You've got a small amount of money you may be able to spend. The Crow's Nest Inn is also quite useful if you want to gain maybe more quests along the way and gain more items and money. You can discuss it amongst you if you wish.
Go ahead.
Go for it. I was just gonna say, I feel like the inn makes sense to start. Best part of waking up is starting at an inn.
I was going to say the inn as well, so...
Let's head to the inn.
Are you all thirsty, by chance?
The pirate is very thirsty.
Yes.
Have you had lunch? Okay, right, so we're going to the Crow's Nest Inn. Good luck. What do you want then?
I'll something to wet my whistle.
Oh yeah, of course you can. Yeah. What do you want? We've got ale, cider, or do you want a non-alcoholic option?
I'll take a cider.
Cider. All right. Yeah. Good option. Yeah. Absolutely right. Now the aroma of this cider almost knocks you off your feet. Well, it's absolutely gorgeous. But you inquire about the origin, and the serving girl tells you it's made by a local farmer called Mad Mary. Now, you must roll your fate to see what happens when you drink it.
All right, and to roll my fate, am I going to roll a D4 or a D6?
A D4. D4, sir.
I rolled a 4.
Roll a 4. Why is there suddenly 2 of everything? The drink has caused you to see double. Oh, you're a terrible pirate if this one drink sends you this way, but never mind. Okay, now you lose 1 fighting skill for 5 rounds until the effects clears. Right, now, do the rest of you dare drink something?
Yes, I would like an ale, please.
Okay, well, it's very, very, very brave of you after you've seen what's happened to your pirate friend. Now, this ale is particularly fresh and hoppy. The golden colour reminds you of the summer's sun dancing on the calm lake's edge. Now, if you had any health loss, it might restore something, but because you are just setting out upon your journey, it's just a nice taste in your mouth. Right, what do you want? Yeah, you.
I think I'm good for now.
You don't want anything. You don't want to see
No.
any jobs.
And
No.
jobs.
Yeah, I've got some jobs here if you want them.
I'd love to hear more about the jobs.
All right, okay, right, well. Right, he looks you up and down and introduces himself as Dick. And then proceeds to lead you in a very small room at the back of the tavern. His voice becomes a little hushed. There is. And if you do it for me, I'll pay you 50 gold upon your return. Now this is what I want you to do. Right, roll your fate. There might be a few things you might be able to do here.
That is a 4.
Right, I'll tell you what. This one, I'll pay 100 gold if you manage to get it for me. There's an item that's very dear to me. It belonged to my grandfather. I lost it while taking my dog for a run. It's called the Dagger of Hunting. The last time I saw it, it was up by the stone circle. Right.
Why did you take your dagger with you on a run with your dog?
I was hunting. It's a dagger of hunting.
Okay.
And my dog was a hunting dog. I say was, I can't find him either. I'm getting quite remiss. It might be something to do with that cider that I keep making.
I would recommend the ale. It seems rather refreshing.
The cider's
Right,
very good. Very good.
Now, do you want to go and visit the trader, or do you want to leave the tavern and go north, east, or south?
I'm fine to pop in and see the trader really quick.
Yeah.
I'm with these two.
As he staggers forward into the small shack where the trader resides.
Well, hello there.
Well, what do you like to do? You have 4 choices there, but many of them will lead to other things.
Could I get a repeat of the choices?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the audio's not coming through on our side.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Is it too quiet?
Though I will say those watching right now are absolutely losing their mind at how great this experience is.
Oh, it's very kind of you. But you cannot hear it on your side.
We cannot hear
Okay,
it on
well,
our
that's
side.
fine. None of it. Okay, well, I should read that again. And I'll do it in my own voice. My name is John Swede, trader to royalty, wizards, and independent seafaring sailors. Have we met before? I might have some useful items for here, matey. Want to see them, or are you here for something else? Now, do you want to buy or sell something with John? Gamble with John for 5 of your gold, attack John the Swede, or try and ignore this man.
I wanna try to buy something.
Yeah.
Right, you want to buy something from me? All right, yeah, all right. Right, well, he opens his bag and throws 3 items in front of you. Some of you wonder how they may have fitted in. Now, I will take 3 items from here. Right, okay, so 3 random items. The first item, very nice. It is a dueling sword, but it is valued at 150 gold coins. The next item is a broken wand. You might want to ask about that one. And the last item is a ferret.
A ferret?
Yeah, like I've got these things a little bit random, I must say, but I'll probably put my bet down that the sword may be more useful for you, but I can't guarantee that.
All right.
How much is the ferret?
ferret for you is 20 gold coins.
Okay, we're not leaving here without that ferret.
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah,
that ferret.
We
He's
definitely
a very,
need
very
that
little
ferret.
ferret. He's very sweet, but he stinks.
I will give him baths. I love him.
All right. Well, okay, that's fine. He might not like baths, but you can have for 20 gold coins. He's yours.
All right.
Now, this fairy and smelly little friend, well, he might decide to help you. When you're standing next to a trader, don't try that in here. Roll a 1 on a d4, and he'll steal a reward for you. You can only be successful 3 times a day. Okay, now the other 2 items, you have a broken wand. Look, I've got this wand. I don't know quite what it does, but it's free. You can have it for nothing. But I'll be pleased to get rid of it.
I'm gonna reach out and just take it between like my
All right.
fingers and like bring it back to look at it.
Okay, well, this wand, it's literally like it's been snapped in half and then taped together very badly. It even sparks a little bit as you pick it up and then droops. Right, now, if you want to use the broken wand, you have to tell me. Now, you could try and use it in battle if you wish. You could try and use it now if you want.
Okay.
Or you can try and wait for another occasion.
I think I'm just gonna hold on to it. I think I will take it and open up my little satchel and carefully like lodge it between some other sticks and twigs that I have for healing magics, and then pat my bag and probably forget about it until an inopportune moment.
Right, and then you pull it out immediately, half of it perhaps. But right, do anyone want this dueling sword?
So
the
I
money
mean,
for the dueling
I'm looking at it forlornly. I don't have enough coins to buy it. Maybe my
How many
friends will
coins
help
do you
me,
have?
or maybe I have 100, so I'm pretty close. But also maybe while I'm looking at it forlornly and we're talking about that wand, that ferret gets in there.
Maybe.
Yes. Do you want to try and deploy the ferret to start off with?
Deploy the
Let's
ferret. Yes. Let's
Deploy the ferret.
Well, it can't wait. It's so excited you've already asked for his services. But roll your fate. If you happen to get a 1, well done.
That's a 4.
Dang it!
Oh, he just sniffs your feet, and then runs up your leg and sits on your shoulder. Just looking at you, slightly puzzled, like he's done well, but he's not quite sure if that's really what he wanted to do.
All right.
Now, you got to
anybody-
move on. So, let's see where you can go. You can go north, you can go east, or you can go south.
Look, back on the sea, we have a saying: "North is good." I don't know how y'all feel about this, but it's a pretty common nautical saying.
You just
Excellent,
like
that sounds
north.
good.
Doesn't
can
it
I
feel
just
like
rise
you're
up-
sailing uphill going north?
Well, I
Can
mean,
you not hear my audio at all?
Oh, I can hear some seagulls now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't even have seagulls. But can you not hear the voices at all when he
Mm-mm.
speaks?
no.
Who's got
okay.
seagulls?
Yeah,
One
I don't
second
know where
then.
the seagulls
Let's
are coming
try.
from.
I can hear that
Oop,
one.
now I can hear music.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what we should have done beforehand. So I feel like I should play the audio again, but we will do that next time. Okay. So I think we should be fine.
Yeah, I think north is good.
Oh, you'll be blown away by the noise now. Okay, right, we're north. Should we do a very quick title thing again? You can hear Tom Baker.
Let's do it at the end when we switch over
We'll
to
do
our
it at the
interview
end.
portion.
Right. Okay. Good idea. Oh, this is exciting. You have come. Are you all going north? You're all traveling together?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I like that.
At first, you don't
the scientist
notice
is a
it,
ferret.
as it seems like a trick of the light. But when you squint, you see a huge ivy-clad tower come into your vision. Only visible to those that possess the magic craft, the Wizard's Tower is known for its magical training. Do you want to visit the healers visit the library, visit the Grand Wizard, or visit the Quest Giver?
Now, unfortunately, our scientist friend cannot see it at all. Because you don't believe in it.
I would love to. The player in me wants to say Quest Giver, but we absolutely don't have enough time for that. What were the other 3 options?
Of course. Well, you have visit the healer, visit the library, visit the Grand Wizard, or visit the Quest Giver.
I've got to say Grand Wizard, I think, is the way to go.
Grand Wizard.
Yeah.
And what about our witch friend?
I think there's some interest in seeing the healer, but I found these 2 very interesting people that seem to not mind me being around, so I want to stick pretty close. Also, the scientist got a really cute ferret, and I'm engaged with that.
So are you going?
I'll
to the
go
Grand
with
Wizard as well.
yes, correct.
Okay, with the pirate. Okay, you'll try to explain why you can see 2 people walking in thin air. What looks like up some spiral steps. Maybe you did drink something and you forgot about it. Perhaps that is what it is. Now, you walk up to the very top of the tower and search for the Grand Wizard, Quasimodo the Wise. It's me again. I'm not there. But you find a mirror standing in the corner which you are compelled to step into. In a flash of purple haze, it takes you to him. Right. Oh dear, you've just seen your 2 friends vanish. They are somewhere different. Can you find them again? Oh dear, our scientist friend is left alone. But
I'm just
where
like-
do you want to travel? Where do you think they have gone? Do you feel in your bones that they have gone north, west, east, or south?
I feel that they've gone west.
Stare forlornly at your ferret, who nods at you. Good. Okay, we're going to send you west then. This is going to be very interesting. Right, so we snap straight over to Grand Wizard, who is being played by, what's his name? I don't know. He's got a bald head there. He's a very famous actor from that time.
Suddenly, you find yourself
Ben Kingsley.
transported in front of the very old and learned Quasimodo, the grand wise wizard of the Wizard's Tower. He looks at you with kindly eyes and an expression as if he's waiting for you to act first. So, will you ask him for his help on your quest? Ask if he needs your help? Attack him? Or ask if he can transport you somewhere?
All right, my kind of mode is usually just to attack, but usually I found with wizards that's a bad idea, and the more
I'm
grand or
surprised you
mega
still
they are, the worse idea it is.
Yeah, I'm surprised you still have a beard. The fireball just
I didn't always have a beard.
comes out. Yeah. Oh, I see. So it's been 365 days since last wizarding incident.
Yeah.
I think that we should maybe ask if he can help us in our quest to stop the Scarlet Sorcerer. If I'm honest.
That sounds like a good place to start.
Yeah. I mean, just keeping that in mind.
Oh, yes. Well, very nice to see you here. I see you use my teleportation mirror. I'm so sorry, it's so dusty. I don't really have the staff any longer. You want help on your mission? He moves forward and holds you delicately by the hands. Roll your fate.
I got a 1.
I got a 1.
Now you feel yourselves quiver. You feel an energy being passed from this wizard into your hands. you both gain 1 extra magic craft points.
Oh, heck
Ooh.
yeah.
I hope that helps you. My words of advice is the Scarlet Sorcerer. You will need to use your magic craft to defeat him. So grow that as much as you can. Try to convince your scientist friend that magic is real. Meanwhile, our scientist friend is doubting what he's going to see now.
A mist throws itself up into the air, and you feel the presence of something magical. The form of a stag-human creature reveals itself to you. This is Hearn, spirit of the forest. What's your next action? Bow down to Hearn? Talk to Hearn? Give him something? Or attack him?
I think I'm going to talk to him.
Deciding not to bow, you talk to her directly. You tell him of your quest. He then asks you to do something for him. Find me the silver arrow of legend. Then take it to the highwayman or Quasamore the wizard. They both work for me and wish the same balance to be restored to this land. If you do this, you'll automatically receive a reward and 50 gold, which will appear in your backpack. Now you can decide to do that or just dismiss this as another fever dream. Or are we changing your mind? Does magic and science, can it exist in the same place?
I've learned one thing about scientists in the real world. It's that the potential opportunity for funding will always convince them that something is potentially real.
That is true. Now we need to move on. Where would you like to go? Would you like to go, I'm pirate and which friend? Do you want to go west? Would you like to go north? Would you like to go south? Or would you like to go east?
We come back out, we don't know where our friend is.
No.
I would like to use my crystal ball. Can I do that?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
I would like to divine the different directions to see where our friend maybe has gone.
Now, if you happen to where your friend is gone,
right? Because
it doesn't tell, let me, I'm afraid, what is around you, and I can tell you if your friend is there in that location.
Gotcha.
Sounds good.
Which would mean you're very close.
Okay.
And I might give you a hint as well if I'm feeling nice. I might be feeling nice. Okay, now eastwards, you divine there is a witch there. Bubbling cauldrons, noxious smells, and closer there, your friend. Now, if you travel southwards, you sense water, rushing water, trickling, maybe from a height, maybe from the ground, you're not quite sure, maybe both. Now, if you head west, again, there's a strange smell, there's a bubbling, but you sense there's a male here. Northwards, oh dear, different type of smell. This is definitely a bog of some sort, maybe a marsh, maybe some kind of creature that dwells in this marsh that you feel could be changeable. Which direction would you like to head?
So I felt like east was like the witch and friend, right? That's the vibe that I was getting.
Yes.
Pirate friend with a very long unsinged beard. These are the data points that I have collected. What sounds right to you?
I think we should check out. I don't want to be presumptuous, but I mean, like, do you know other witches? Do you know this witch?
It depends on what kind of hat she's wearing. So I guess we have on Tuesdays we wear this kind of hat. Good witches, bad witches. It's a roster.
All right.
You get a memo via Owl weekly.
But it's Thursday. Is that going to help at all?
Well, I think it. Well, I don't know if the missive I have is from last week or this week. It's hard to keep in track. Weekly seems like a lot. I don't see why we can't get on a quarterly basis with our roadmap alignment, but it is what it is. Let's head that way.
Let's go east.
So, you exit Quasimore's hiding hole, and you turn around, it has vanished. I don't know why, what he's doing, what I'm doing. See, anyway, you are there, but which direction will our friend travel in, our scientist?
Hmm.
Do you wish to go west once more? Do you wish to go northwards? You can go southwards if you wish, back to the tavern, or back to the Wizard's Tower if you go, well, there's an empty space where your friends disappeared.
I think I might go to northwards.
Going north. Okay, you're never gonna find her.
I'm just wandering.
I mean, the pirate did say going north is good. This is my own fault.
Yes, do you know that's the most popular direction for pretty much everybody? Northwards. I think they know because I'm going to run out of table. I think that's possibly why. Right. They just like to see me leave. Okay, let's see where the pirate and the witch have gone. Oh dear. Oh dear.
You find yourself at the entrance of a broken down old shack. Some alluring smell draws you inside, and before long, you are confronted with the hideous sight of the near-blind witch of infamy, Baba Yaga. At the moment, she is not aware of your presence. Will you talk to her? Attack her quickly? Try and steal from the table in front of her? Or leave without getting noticed?
I better stir my potion. It's almost done.
Oh.
Right, okay. So what you'd like to do? You've got a few options here. You can, if you wish, talk to her. Have a nice little chitty-chatty. Attack her quickly, maybe witch to witch. Try and steal from the table in front of her. Pirates might be tempting for you. Or try and leave without getting noticed.
I believe I would like to try and talk to her.
Right, okay. Absolutely. Right, what are you going to say to her?
Well, hello there. We're looking for a person of interest that's been separated from us, specifically.
Witch! Roll your fortune or under. Now on a D4, roll your dice. Now every time you use it, you shouldn't fail because you got 4 already. Now, have you got 4 or 5?
I've got 5 fortune.
5, okay, goes down to 4, but you automatically succeed. I know you, witch. And I believe I missed your birthday. Did I miss your birthday?
Oh, it's all right. I know that it's a busy time of year, what with the solstice and everything.
There's so many things.
Oh no, dear, don't worry about it. It is a busy time for all of us, and just the fact that you remembered means the world to me.
Sure. I feel like I'll need to give you a gift or something.
Oh, you are too sweet. But I really am. There is
No,
something
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna give you. Here it is. A crystal wand.
Oh.
Right. Oh goodness me, she's given you a crystal wand. How nice of her. Now this item, you can see a white light radiating out of the wand. The power courses through your veins while holding it. Now it'll also give you 2 magic craft points. 2 magic craft points.
Oh, heck
Excellent.
yeah.
Oh goodness me, that's good. Now, what about our pirate friend? What is he going to do? Don't forget about your pony, by the way. You can. I think we'll allow you both to jump on it if you wish. Quite a sturdy little fellow.
Land yacht. I'm gonna take after the witches exchange pleasantries and gifts. I think we could probably both hop on land yacht, and I think we should head north.
Right. Okay. You're not trying to steal anything, then?
Yeah, I think I'm about to, and then like it's this crystal wand that she picks up to give as a gift, and I'm like, oh man, thank goodness I was a second too late. But no, I think we're gonna head north on land yacht.
How incredibly nice of you, nice pirate. Right. Okay. Well, heading north you go. And well, we mustn't forget our scientist friend. You happen to be.
The wind blows gently, and as you turn around, you see an elegant elf standing by your side. He introduces himself as Ashleaf, woodland elf of the Senlac Hills. What do? Ask him about your quest? Ask him if you can help him? Attack him? Or leave him alone?
I will ask him if I can help him.
You help me? Huh. Well, Philly Charitably, you offer your help. Delighted, he asks if you could find him his magic flute, an item lost to him. It was his mother's, who gave it to a wizard. Find it, take it to the fairy circle, and you will receive 100 gold. You're getting quests all over the place, aren't you?
Yeah.
You could be a very rich scientist if you manage to get all these things. However, you go to thank him, and he has disappeared. Ooh.
Interesting.
Now, the other two happen to be...
The howl of the wind echoes from the entrance of the cave. Carvings around the entrance warn you that whatever is inside could be dangerous. You also realize that there could be some useful treasure to be found. Will you enter the cave, search around the entrance, throw a rock inside, or leave the area?
How's your arm, pirate? You able to throw?
I've thrown a cannonball or two in my time.
You wanna just chuck a rock in there real quick?
Yeah, I'll pick up a rock and I just whip one in there real quick.
Right, okay, just throwing a random rock in here, not wishing to venture forth yet. You throw a rock inside. There's quite a few around. You pick one up, nice round one, put some handhold in, and you hurl it with all your might right inside. Roll your fate.
Oh, I got a 3.
I got a 3.
You do not hear it land at all.
It's a bottomless cave.
I'm not.
Hello?
Yeah.
The entrance, perhaps. Maybe there's some hidden things here.
Yeah, I want to take a gander. I want to look around, see if there's a big old scary bear that's just really good at catching rocks.
Well, you do. You start looking around the entrance, and you work out, hey, this place is very old, but it's been used by many different cultures. There's kind of strange writing written on it, and then there's kind of written over the top of it, and then there's some swirling patterns, and there's some languages you understand, but some you really don't. Some of it almost recognized as some kind of dragon script. There's also druid carvings, runes, and some graffiti. Obviously, the children, those scallywags from Threatclaw Town, are scrawling graffiti over it as well. Let's see the ones that take your interest.
It looks like Jesse still loves Casey, which is nice to see right there.
I hope Jesse still loves Casey. I mean, it looks a couple years old.
Yeah. I don't see our friend here. We can try going in, but I think we.
Right.
Yeah, I want to step in the cave. I want to step in the cave. As I'm saying this, I'm like.
Maybe we should just leave as I walk inside.
Yes, the cave which nothing comes out. Perfect. Right, in you go. And our pirate friend, what about you?
I can't let her go there by herself. We can't all end up totally separated from each other. I'll follow my witch friend in.
Marvelous. Okay, and the scientist. I'm going to let you move before we go further. Would you like to go east or west? Unfortunately, I've run out of north.
I will go east.
East. Excellent. Very careful to avoid being in the cave also. Almost all lost together. Right, we go back to the cave. Now there might be something very useful or of interest in this cave, and you enter very carefully. Are you going to leave your pony at the entrance or ride the pony gallantly inside the cave?
I'm willing to risk our lives. I'm not willing to risk Land Yacht's life. So we'll leave Land Yacht tied up outside.
Okay, well, I'm hoping that you'll come back out this direction. So, you can go. Oh dear. As soon as you enter, you all find yourselves wholly lost and separated. You can't see. You start stumbling around, and there you go. Pirate, you there? And you hear a distant voice. Yes. Turn left. No, was it right? And then, as you're shouting to each other, the voices get more and more distant until you're just there in the darkness alone. But which friend do you want to try and stagger eastwards, northwards, westwards, or southwards?
I want to head. Ooh, this is hard. I think knowing that I'm lost and my pirate friend's penchant for sailing uphill north, I would go north. Attempt to rendezvous.
Roll your fate, witch.
That's a 3.
As you walk into this chamber, you see a group of hooded figures that run off into the darkness. They vanish so quickly, you are unable to see their faces. You slowly walk into the center of the room and find a small table with playing cards upon it. You also find a black feather and 40 gold coins. Now, the black feather, I can tell you already, is a symbol of the Shadow King, Scarlet Sorcerer's master. But it's also a symbol of the Midnight Crows, which is a thieves' guild from Threadclaw Town. Be one or other. Worrying indeed. Anyway, pirate friend, which direction do you wish to go into?
Always north. Always north. Going east
excellent.
is only led to weird things. Always north.
Roll your fate, pirate.
I got a 4.
4, excellent. In the darkness, you hear a squawk. Confronted by a very strange creature with the face of a crow and the body of a man. It launches an attack at you. You must fight it. What is your fighting strength?
My fighting skill is 4. But I did have -1 from the cider earlier. I don't know if it's been 5.
I think that's worn off now.
I think it's worn off.
You,
Okay.
you finally, yes, you're okay, but unfortunately not strong enough to fight this creature. Its fighting skill is 8. So you have one alternative. Run away. Now, as you run away, you unfortunately lose 1 health. So there's no way you can beat it, I'm afraid, at the moment. Some creatures, you will just have to run away from until you're strong enough.
That's fine. The pirate who lives to run away lives to get stronger and come back and kill a crow.
That's right. Doesn't
It's the
steal very
classic
much.
tale.
Classic pirate saying.
I think he's turning a new leaf, which is lovely. Okay, now you're still stuck down here, I'm afraid. So you can go different direction, but you cannot go north again, I'm afraid. You must go east, south, or west.
Well, if north doesn't work, the best way to go is south.
South, of course, go back the way you came. Maybe retread your steps and end up back. Good idea. Okay, roll your fate.
I got a 4 again.
Oh, no.
Or again. Something swings across your face. You set off a trap. The floor starts to crumble, and you make a run for it. Axe traps trigger as you dash for a closing door. It's very dramatic. You throw your fortune or under. Now, your fortune, I believe, is 4, so you shouldn't be able to fail this.
I got a 2.
Good, excellent. Okay, deduct 1, by the way, so it goes down each time. Wonderfully, you managed to roll under the closing door and escape unharmed. Well done. And you actually roll outside. Oh, wonderful. You've escaped.
I give Land-Yacht a big hug.
Friend. Yes, you can. Unfortunately, our witch friend is still stuck inside. Which direction do you want to go into?
Which way did the hooded figures run?
The hooded figures, you think? It's hard to tell in the gloom. It could be westwards. Or could it be eastwards? Then again, it could be south. Very hard to tell. Because you're very disorientated yourself. But it definitely was not north.
It definitely wasn't north. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go west, where I think I saw them running, because maybe they know a way out.
Roll your fate.
That's a 1.
Walls of the caverns are very smooth. You see some carvings in the glue. You're good at carvings, by the way. You run your fingers over the ridges. And as you do, circular light patterns appear. Start to rub them. You start seeing a glowing cube materialize in the center of a room. It starts to rotate unharmed. You get out as quickly as you can, but find your magic craft has increased by 2.
Oh my gosh.
You're getting so OP.
Bro, I have 9 magic craft right now.
Whoa! Okay.
I'm like Super Saiyan.
I think what that could be, I think you have activated a nexus. A hidden nexus. This is very strange. If that gets discovered again, it may keep growing. That could threaten the entirety of Draken Deep Dungeon, because I believe that might be where you are. If you read those symbols upon the edge, you might be entering that part of the woodlands. It's underneath the woodlands, of course, but you're not on it at the moment. Okay, unfortunately, you are still down there. You must move one direction more. Would you like to venture eastwards, southwards, westwards? And I will allow you to go north as well.
I think having activated a nexus, I'd be a little nervous. So I'd try to go south, like down, trying to find a way back the way I came at this point.
Okay, right. Using your senses, you stumble what you believe might be southwards. Roll your fate one last time.
That is a 2.
Well, this is right up your street. You've discovered a chamber with a stone idol of a cat. Something has been burned as an offering. Try to work out what it was. To your horror, you see it was a bull. Yes, a full-size bull. Quite large. It's still warm. Do you eat meat at all?
I do.
You cut off some steak. You will restore 2 health when eaten.
Heck yeah.
Excellent. You found a nice steak dinner. How wonderful. Right. Meanwhile, we are back with Oh, by the way, you get out as well. You're out of the cave. Congratulations.
Stand and deliver. hand over all your gold or face death. A dashing young masked man commands you from his jet black steed. Do you hand over your gold, fight him, try and charm him, or run away?
I'm not going to hand over all my gold, but I think I'm going to hand over like half of it. So I think I have 80 gold. I wrote it down somewhere.
Wow, that's very generous of you.
So I'm,
You
I'm
sure want to give away that much?
No, I'm gonna give him 40 of my 80 gold.
Okay,
and then I'm gonna pretend like that's all of it.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't have anything
very
else,
lastly,
please.
You hand over most your gold. And the highwayman seems rather surprised and delighted at the same time. He thanks you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's very kind of you. I wasn't quite expecting that, but yeah, thank you. And he sings off singing a very tuneful ditty.
Well,
I
that
think
was
you've just been absolutely done there. So, saw you coming. Right. So, we get to move once more. Do you wish to go northwards? I think our scientist friend can go north. You can go west. You can go east.
I will go east again.
East. Excellent. Okay, that's good for you. And what about our pirate and our witch?
As I'm looking at my pirate friend, can I tell that you've been attacked by a large crow person?
No, well,
I don't, whether it's a crow person or not, there's definitely some weird bruises along my face where I got battered about by its plumage.
Right. I don't know if you have some kind of scurvy, but here I found these well done, these medium rare steaks while in that cave, and I'm gonna hand over.
Little overcooked
steak.
for me, but
it's delightful. Yes, and you retain 2 health points. Excellent. Or the one that you lost. Right. So, which direction would you like to go in? Would you like to go northwards once more, or would you like to go east, or would you like to go west?
I mean, we've been doing a lot of going north, and it's gotten me beat up by crow people and lost a friend so far. Now you are becoming more and more powerful the further north we go. But we gotta
My
make
hair's like
choices.
glowing and fluttering a little bit just because I'm like so magically charged at this
Yes, that's
point.
more often.
Perhaps we should try going east.
All right, let's go east.
Excellent. You both jump on your pony and trot forward. And miraculously, you bump into a familiar face with red hair. Ah, delightful. You're with your friends. She doesn't seem very happy about it, but you're all
Yay.
together.
We've missed the ferret so much. How is it doing?
And if it couldn't get any better, you've all turned up in a beautiful
A
flower
beautiful,
glade.
brightly colored flower glade is in full bloom. You know that there might be something of use here, if you choose wisely. So, will you pick and taste a red flower? Pick and taste a pink flower? Pick and taste a green leaf? Or leave the glade?
What
I-
could possibly go wrong?
I mean, if y'all want to hear an old pirate saying, I've got some.
I would love to. I would love to hear one.
If it's red, you might be dead. If it's pink, you gotta think. If it's green, put it between your lips and chew on it. That one needs a little work, but
No.
I like it.
See, my experience goes against that because in my experience, green things are usually toxic.
I mean, you're the one who
I'm
subjected
already
this to
munching on a
scientific
green
don't-
rigor.
leaf. I'm already
don't put
munching
it
on a
in
green
green.
leaf. I like as you're saying that, I am actively chewing on that green leaf.
Okay, so our witch is eating something green, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, well, knowing that green things tend to be good for your health, you try a leaf. Roll it up, pop it in your mouth, and Give it a good old chew. Roll your fate.
Ooh, that's a 2.
A 2. You feel giddy and pass out. Boom. Straight on the ground for 2 rounds. Now,
Oh my gosh.
the rest of you, do you wish to try something since you've got to wait for it to come round again?
Yeah, I'm following pirate tradition. I pick a pink one. I think about how pink it is, and then I eat it.
Well, pink has always been your favorite color.
It is.
It does say
That's why I
so, by
fly
the
a
way.
pink flag.
You choose a petal and chew it. Roll your fate.
That is a 4.
4 again. Oh, nothing seems to happen for you for eating this flower. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
No.
There are worse things that could happen when you eat a pink flower. I know from
There are
personal
a lot
experience.
worse things. Would you like to try another one?
I think in the interest of just figuring out what happens, I'm gonna try the red one.
Absolutely. Yes, this is a scientific. You're drawn to beautiful scarlet flowers. You pick one and pop it in your mouth. Roll your fate.
That was a 2.
A 2. Ooh, you vomit uncontrollably.
Lovely.
Miss around and lose 2 health.
Oh man, pirate logic 100% worked out
Yeah.
this time around.
I just got a nice
well
nap.
done, everyone. Okay, well, as a pirate and his pony sort of sit around waiting for the scientist to wake up, clear herself off, and so carry on. You kind of also wait for the witch to come round. That's great. You could either try another leaf or flower if you wish to see if anything else happens.
I'll go in one
Or-
deeper on a pink. Sometimes you just got to eat enough pinks.
Excellent. Okay, you have another one. Roll your fate.
I rolled a 4 again.
Oh my god, Tony.
Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens.
So I'm gonna hit a third one of these pinks, and I roll a 1 this time.
Suddenly you cannot see. You're entirely blind for 2 rounds until your sight returns.
Pinks don't do anything until they strike you totally blind. See, the trick was I didn't think about the last one.
What I love about this is as you're going blind, I just like sit up like mistake. See you like doing this in the field and our scientist friend's just uncontrollably vomiting. Like it's what a
Lovely
sight.
image.
What a sight.
Now, while you're waiting for the pirate to retain the sight, do you want to try anything else?
I would like to go over to my scientist friend and see that they're not feeling very well. And I would like to heal them.
Yes, of course, absolutely. Yes, you do have time to do that, and you have the skill to do it as well, so you can put your health back up to full.
Yay.
Excellent. Very good thinking. I'm glad you remembered your skill. Perfect. Now, don't forget, you still have your broken wand.
I do.
Yes, and
This feels
and
like
what
a
else do you
good
have?
mess around and find out portion of the program. I think while
Yes,
I'm
and
reaching in, oh, go for it.
yeah, no, I do want to try. I'll tell you what else you have. You also have the druid staff. Don't forget that.
Mhm.
You've got your ferret, and you've got your crystal ball. Oh, you've used that, I'm afraid. Your
I've used the
ball.
crystal ball.
Good.
Yeah, it's fine.
And your crystal wand. So you're using that before.
Mhm.
Right. So, yes, did you want to try the broken wand?
Yeah, as we're kind of waiting, I'm in this field, I'm rummaging in my bag to get healing supplies for the scientist. I think I bump into the wand and it sparks and scares me. And then I'm like, listen, everything else I've touched has only made my magic better. So let's try this one.
Absolutely. Yes. Right. Roll your fate.
A 2.
A 2. Oh, marvelous. You've suddenly turned into a muscle-bound brute. Add 2 fighting skill. Your muscles just go. But
I'm a
your muscles
muscle
are so
witch.
large, you got a little.
I
think you're ready for action now.
So,
So-
Esther, we've just got a little bit more time because we want to leave some time to talk about it. Do you want to do one more round?
No, absolutely. Well, funny enough, that is exactly where we're going next.
Awesome.
Oh, and I think we're ready. We are all ready for the final place. I hope you're going to go together. I'm going to force you to go together anyway.
Yeah, we're definitely
Yes,
going
we'll go
together.
together. Now that we're back
We're
together,
not separating
now that we're
again.
reunited with
Dressed
the
entirely
family.
in scarlet, the sorcerer certainly lives up to his name. He cackles with delight upon seeing you. I will only fight my equal, he screams at you. Think quickly. Do you fight him with magic? Try and reason with him. Insult him, then leave, or run away.
Listen, I'm jacked up on green leaf and dragon magic. I want to fight him with magic.
He's stealing my color, so I gotta fight him. I'm gonna fight him with science.
And I'm gripping Landiot's lanyard and just screaming insults at the top of my piratical lungs since I can't see anything.
I think it's down to our pumped up witch to be forced into the action here. So you're going to try and attack her. Right. Well, a blazing ball of lightning rolls around the sorcerer's hands. I prepared this land for my master, the Shadow King. You cannot stop me, he laughs in the evil cackle. You must fight him with magic craft. Okay, what is your magic craft now?
It's at 9.
9, excellent. Okay, now his is actually 10.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, okay. What is your health?
8.
Excellent. Okay, his is 6. That's fine. Okay, so hopefully we can do this. Good luck. Take your dice. I will tell
The
you my
D4?
total. Yes. Yes, D4. I will tell you my total, and you tell me your total. Good luck. Right, I have 13.
And how am I adding this?
Just add it to your magic craft.
I also have a 13. 9 plus 4.
Okay, nothing happens. Right. And I have 12.
I got 13 again. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yes. Okay, you slam some magic into him and it really hurts him. Ow, he says. Right, next one. 1. I've got 11 on total.
I've got 11. I rolled a 3. 9 plus. Or wait, no.
12,
Okay,
12.
the two sparks
I'm
hit
12.
each other. 12. Okay, that's fine. In
Yeah.
that case, he loses another one and he screams at you a terrible swear word, which I won't say because it's family audience.
Oh dang it! I only got a
Right.
10 on this roll.
13. He hits you with a terrible blast, which blows your hat off. Let's keep it on. Right, next one. 11.
I also got 11.
Oh no, they both hit each other and nothing happens.
I got
have
a 13
14.
on this one. Dang it!
14 for you. Okay, another hit for you. Okay, and we're going to go down to 11 again.
Another 13.
Okay, for the sake of time, you have defeated the Scarlet Sorcerer.
Excellent.
And he whimpers in the corner, blubbing. And upon his body, you find 2 items. You find a potion of strength and a globe of water. And my friends, that is the end of your quest. Well done. Congratulations for killing this very annoying wizard. And I hope you enjoyed yourself. And I will just transform. And I'll be back in a moment.
Awesome. I'm going to actually put us
The
up
time
our
long
reaction
lost,
roll, and we will be...
realm
Oh,
far away. Adventure waits for you in the StoryMaster's tales. You have entered an alternative 18th century world full of magic, monsters, and mystery. A grim world that is both dangerous and dark, where the stories of folklore are terrifyingly real. Life is hard, but those with courage and a thirst to find knowledge, wealth, and power can do so by risking themselves on perilous quests found around this kingdom. You have arrived at the...
Hello.
Awesome. And we've got Oliver, you just missed the Story Master. He was just here.
Oh,
Just
was he here?
here.
I love it. We're gonna do our reaction roll, which is a live stream inside of a live stream. It's our chance to sit down with the creator of a game that we just played and talk about that game. Today we are sitting down with Oliver McNeil, creator of the StoryMaster's Tales. Oliver, for people who maybe this is their first exposure to it or who joined us late, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and tell us about the StoryMaster's Tales.
Of course, I'm just quickly grabbing all the books I've got down here, and I'll share them up. But basically, what this is, it's a really easy to play and very sort of quick to set up role-playing game. And the kind of difference between this and other ones is that you can teach it to anyone, and you can play with anyone. And we've had all ages. We have a lot of families who buy this. But we also have hard and fast role players who don't have any time to set up, and they kind of throw it on the table and get on with the adventure straight away, like we did today. But we also have family groups who want their kids to get into it, or even kids who want their parents to get into it, because it's so easy to play. And it's being used in schools. It's being used in libraries. We have teachers using it for sort of teenagers, and we have down to lower ages as well. It's good fun. As you may have heard, we've got all the sort of soundscapes as well, because it all started off as a theatre show down in East Sussex in the UK. And when I designed the theatre fantasy show, again, I wanted it to appeal to a family audience coming down the steps. They'd come into this amazing kind of world where everything lit up. And what I found with role playing, and I've been doing for years, was the things that put a lot of role players off or getting into it were, didn't want to learn lots of rules, didn't have the time to learn them, and if they did have the time, couldn't have the commitment to spend, months or weeks or things to actually do it, or a whole weekend. So I wanted to offer something which would last an hour and a half, 2 hours, but also. A lot of people, if they're getting into it, they don't want to learn all the world as well. If you're going to say, oh, well, this is an alien world, you've got to learn. So I've always used sort of folk tales and things that are familiar. So even if you've never role played, you're not going to be a fish out of water. You know about Arthurian legends, you know about maybe Baba Yaga, or you've heard about Herne the Hunter and things that have been in pop culture for many years. Feel free to ask questions. I'm happy to ramble.
No, that's great. Yeah, no, that's wonderful. Like, we've been talking about this for a while. We had to postpone a couple of times. I've been super excited to play, and I will say, like, as we started playing, and as some of the videos and stuff went up, even without the audio, like, chat was erupting, because there are a lot of players who weren't able today who were like, I would have quit my job to be a part of this stream had I known what I was in for. And I was like, and so
it was awesome.
But I'm very glad for people who we have with us today. Let's hear some of their thoughts. If you have questions in the chat right now, feel free. Tossaman would love to hear from you also too. But let's start with Sarah. Sarah, why don't you tell people who you are, what you do, and what it was like to play in the Weirding Woods?
Yeah, hi, hello. I'm Osarix Franco. If you like my face and the words I say sometimes, you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, all the places at Osarix Franco. I do ttrpg content here and across several other amazing communities. You can look at my Twitter to find out the next time I'm going to be doing that thing. This was a lot of fun. What I really enjoyed about it is specifically, Oliver, like some of the stuff that your focus going into making this game, I think really shone through. I loved the map dynamic of you're going to a square and you're interacting with what's happening there, and that very much just kind of leaning into, well, this is what's happening, how do you respond? It made it very like fun and dynamic. Like it felt very like punchy, if that makes sense, which was a lot of fun to experience. And then I think it speaks to the world building aspect, right? Like I haven't had the opportunity to read these books yet, but because of the way you've built the world, I loved it. Was just like, this stuff, just go with it, which I think you mentioned the point of a difficulty role-playing is needing to know the worlds in which the games takes place. And like sometimes with some systems, it can be an arduous task, but like sitting down and we run into Baba Yaga, like immediately, like that's crazy witch, we're in trouble. Like hopefully this goes well. Like I loved that, feeling that dynamic as we went through the different.
It is because this is born from the theatre show, we had Baba Yaga in, I think the very first one I wrote 6 years ago. And it's fascinating. We would get groups coming in, and we had a lot of foreign students coming in as well. And as soon as you said, "Has anyone heard of Baba Yaga?" you see kind of just faces go, and just hands quivering up. Yeah. And then they could tell you all about it. And they're in the world, they're interacting. They might open up. They might be quite a quiet person, but suddenly they're the center of attention, which is so nice to see. Or you'd get the mum say, "I've heard of Baba Yaga," and the kids would turn around and go, "Really? What? You've heard of it?" And again, their aspirations and expectations for everyone just go up.
Yeah. But it's very accessible. The game was a lot of fun to play. My question is from the storyteller's perspective with the map. Is it just random map cards that you kind of lay out in advance, or how does that work?
What I did for this one, because it's quicker for me to do a demo with, I do have cards, but the actual book itself doesn't use cards. It actually uses maps, which are printable. So
that's awesome.
So what happens? We have blank ones. So you can have blank ones that you can fill out if you want to create your own map, and then you've got bits around the outside. You mark them off as you go, or we've got pre-generated ones. So if you don't have time to do that, you can either use the book or go to the website, print it off, and then do it. And the lovely thing about that is if you're, if you've got lots of people, you can print them out. They can take them home, which is great for demos. That's why the shops are starting to take these on, because they can do demos of it. Kids can go back and then share their friends. But it also encourages people to start thinking about structuring their own story, because you've got the story cards. And you've got about 10 quests in each one. And when I do it, I'm because I do it quite quickly and I know what stories work. Most of this was random, but when I knew that the time was running out, I had my Scarlet Sorcerer card over here that I went, all right, that's going to go there. Once I built you up enough. Right.
But being able to craft narrative between the different cards based on what connections you, the game master, make. I love that. I think that's great.
Yeah, and it's always something that I encourage. That the rules are there. If you want to play it solo and straight, that's fine. You can do that.
Right.
But I do encourage people to kind of read their own stories into it, interweave it. The books, we've got The Weirding Woods, which was the first one we did. Then we've got Draconic Dungeon, which is underneath The Weirding Woods. And that's got more sort of Greek myths, Arthurian legends, dragon lore, and something else, vampires. And then we have the last one, which I probably don't have a copy here now, which is Threatlore Town. So that's the kind of the pirate town, which again, you have little linking threads throughout all these books.
Right.
So those people that you saw in the underground with the card table, they are the Midnight Crows, which would suddenly crop up in Threatlore Town. So when you're playing that, you can go, oh, that suddenly makes sense because that links to that. We were having black feathers turning up in Baba Yaga's place, and then that all suddenly linked to the Shadow King. So there's all these little threads that link through, which help storytelling.
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
Awesome. B, what were you saying?
I was just saying that's awesome.
Yeah, well, and speaking of which, B, why don't you tell people who you are, what you do? No one's allowed to find you online.
No one.
But why don't you tell us a little bit about what it was like for you to play?
I'm B, as said. Again, just do drawings all day. And then I don't have coherent thoughts ever. So, but I just really liked it. I had like a long time where I was just going through like a lot of folklore stuff and like learning a ton of stuff about it, and it was just very fun to like hear you say things and I'm like, oh, I know that. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have any questions that you want to ask?
Not in particular.
If you think of one, feel free to jump in. I had a blast also, but I'll talk about my thoughts in just a second. Trashorama, which thanks Trash for resubscribing. We really appreciate that. Keegan also too. Says, so there are several games on the webpage. Are there different games targeted for a specific audience? Also, Trash wants to know that they've seen photos of box sets and they want to know if that's a thing.
Well, I actually had to. Well, I do have a few box sets left, but literally very few. I only did them for Kickstarter, but I have gone with the books now because we can get them printed in the barn. They're all on Amazon, so we can immediately ship worldwide. You know, they're printed in America. If you order it in America, we can have all Europe as well because if you've heard a thing called Brexit in the UK. It's made things very difficult. And at that stage, I think, how can I get this game out to my target audience? And when you say, I need the books designed for certain audiences, well, we have ages from 7 going up to 97. You know, we have all ages playing it. Honestly, we have hard and fast like 40 role-playing groups playing these because there's no setup. If you don't want to DM that night, you can grab one of those, get someone else to do it, or you can all do it, which is kind of a joy. So it depends on your storytelling style. You can adult it up, you can bring it down. You know, there's some that are a little bit scarier that you might want to put in. They're not kids games. They're really designed as family games. So it's a broad market there. I do have another one, which is Transylvania Tomatera.
Very cool.
This is all your kind of gothic horror. And if you heard the soundscapes on there, all our games, because this is the theatre element, have QR codes which link directly to the soundscapes and the narration. So,
That's awesome.
that we feel really kind of helps the vibe, helps the storytelling as well. If you're telling a story to a soundtrack, helps your momentum. And also the players, it gets them in the mood more. If you light a few candles, you're there. So there's that one. We do have only one, which is designed just for adults, and it is called Hotel Lovecroft. And that's for 14 upwards. And that is our really kind of weird horror one. It's Lovecroft, but it's not like Call of Cthulhu. The idea behind it is you all wake up at the very top of a hotel. You don't know who you are, you don't know where you are, and you hear this voice coming over the tannoy, which explains that you can only escape if you go through all the levels of the hotel by opening the doors, and each door will have a Lovecroft story there.
Okay.
And the same kind of thing. So you make choices, but you've got to try and escape sane, alive. At some stage you get a little quest which changes things up a little bit, and that's very popular. And we're having it translated into Spanish by a company. And luckily a lot of these ones are slowly getting different translations. Now we've got them in book form. It's a lot easier for people to go, yeah, we can get that published in our own country.
Awesome. Trash wants to know if characters can play across the books. It sounds like for the most part, the answer is yes. You can move a character across the book.
Yes.
If you're playing in that 14 plus setting, you've got to start there, I guess, because you wake up not knowing who you are. But no, that's awesome. Also, Trash says, okay, sold, buying all of these off Amazon right now, which we love to hear. I had a blast. I really enjoyed it. We're going to have to get you back on to play at least once or twice more because I don't know that the rest of the crew now is going to not be able to.
They're the amount of jealous rage that some of these people are feeling right now of missing out on this is high.
Now,
it seems.
I've got something else I can tell you, because not only these, the games, but this is just a playing of that. We actually have a live action version of this on Zoom.
Very cool.
So live action,
very cool.
Which is different to what we did. So actually, you play one of the characters. You don't roll dice. It's all narrative. It's all decision and problem solving. And we've been doing that for 2 years. It kind of grew from me not being able to open up my theatre to going, right, well, I've got all these stories, I've got all these costumes, all these props. How can I
just use them?
Keep myself creative, but also deliver something for my players? So we did that. We've won LARP of the Year twice, online LARP of the Year twice. One for horror one, which we do on black and white, so 1920s Cthulhu-esque one, and one for our fantasy. And the fantasy one, I can demo a little bit if you like. If you want to see roughly,
we've got a few more minutes. Yeah, that's if you want to.
Yeah, that's fine. It's super quick. I just got to change what I'm up to. Let's find this one here. Okay, right. So
You have
Okay.
entered a corridor.
So instead of the cards, you actually
molding
get a
green
full
rock.
adventure.
The room that appears before
Oh,
you
cool.
is that
Yeah.
of
So
a
you go through. You've got the
makeshift-
rat there. So it's
As
a
you
proper
peer
adventure.
into the darkness,
You might even
and
meet
your
Baba
eyes
Yaga there
become
as
the
well.
first thing
So-
that strikes
Amazing.
you about this
So all
little.
these kinds, and that's directly an adaptation from our theatre show. So that's kind of how that works. I'll just go back onto my normal one. Yeah, so that's unique. So we do those adventures as well. We should get on the website.
So cool.
And we do a few of the, and we've got an ongoing one as well.
Awesome. Trash has another great question. I think this is huge for us, and it's something we just helped run an online convention last week for Exalted Funeral. But like, if people have an online convention, they wanted to reach out to have you come run for a weekend or book an event with some of the crew. Is that something that y'all are able to do, given planning time, all that stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we do that. In fact, we're trying to encourage that. What we'd like to do is actually appear in stores as well.
Awesome.
If you have a group, we could definitely do that. It gets a little.
Oh.
But I do have. Oh, am I still there?
You're back now.
My button. That's great. Okay. So yeah, we can design something for you. Where I'm doing a few outdoor events as well in the UK. Well, I'm actually there physically, but the online stuff, we got it all here for you. We can design something special for an hour or half an hour or 2 hours.
I love it. I had a blast. Can't wait to potentially bring these characters and maybe some other ones back. It was great to play with one of my kids on stream. Always love playing with Sarah. And you said you may be doing Kickstarter in the future, but a lot of the focus is the community aspects. I love how immersive it was. Like, I had looked through everything, but the actual experience of having you come in and actually like being able to go through and encounter it all, even remotely, was tremendous.
Yeah.
One last question before we hop off that I know everybody's got to know, and I got to know, because he's the best doctor and he's my favorite doctor. How did you get hooked up with Tom? And how did that relationship evolve? I loved seeing that initially when you reached out. It's one of my favorite parts about this. But Tom Baker.
Thank you. Well, it is quite a long story, but I'll make it very short. Basically, I've been a fantasy photographer, so I've been doing sort of practical fairy shoots and things as part of theatre. They approached me initially because one of their friends had their kids done as fairies and wizards and things, and they wanted some portraits done. That was 10 years ago, and pretty much every year we've been doing portraits. I've been his official photographer for 10 years. So from that, we built a quite good relationship. When I said, this is what I'm doing, he said, yeah, absolutely, we could do something. It wasn't free, mind the way. we still had to pay him, but he's very choosy about who he does things for. And Tom was nice enough to say, yeah, he did this for me. So, and to be honest with you, who better than Tom for a StoryMaster voice?
I love it. No, it's so great. I really want to encourage people, if you haven't yet, go over to StoryMastersTales.com. Check it out. Like Trash said, already hopped over on Amazon to
Thank you,
pick
Trash.
things up. We're gonna get a time for Ollie to come back on and run for us again, because I know that Cole, Keegan, Chrissy, a lot of our team members were just like,
we
I
can
should
do this
quit
one.
my job right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, we can absolutely do that one. That sounds great. So we will set up another time for everybody to hop back on with either some of the same or different crew and play some more. I had a blast, but we are about to end our time here together. Again, I want to encourage people to go check everything out over on the site. There's a ton more information on there, as well as links out to where you can purchase all of the books. We've never figured out a good way to close streams, and at this point we're not going to, so we're just all going to wave at the camera until I take us offline. Ollie, thanks so much. B, thanks so much for playing with me today. And Sarah,
thank you so much, Tony. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sarah. Thank you, Steph.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.